All right, now we're going to go into a new segment that we're going to be implementing to the podcast every podcast episode, Wonderkid To Watch. Now, we were covering this Wonderkid earlier in the podcast in Manchester United's dominant win against Bournemouth 5-2 scoreline, and that Wonderkid scoring 2 goals, impressive goals, to just be clear. If you saw those goals or if you haven't, please check the highlight for the Manchester United versus Bournemouth game. Just incredible goals from this wonder kid, Mason Greenwood. Now, Mason Greenwood, I think, is an interesting player. I've heard comparisons to him and Robin Van Persie in his overall movement and attacking play, but he's quite incredible. He's got some incredible technique. Specifically, he's two-footed for starters. He's quite quick and clinical in front of goal. I mean, just impressive how many goals he scored for his age. Now, of course, Greenwood is a product of the Manchester United Academy. Now, overall, the Academy has been relied on in recent days with players such as Rashford and now Greenwood being into the fold. But Greenwood specifically, I think, has a quite a high ceiling for his age. He's only 18 years old. Now, just take that into account. 18 years old, and he's putting in such incredible performances. Now, let me just read some stats for you. 41 appearances. Now, don't view it as many. It's not that much of appearances. The majority of them are substitutions. And just overall, the amount of work he's been able to do with majority of these appearances being substitutions is incredible. 41 appearances, 15 goals, and 5 assists in 41 appearances. Now, and those, of course, those appearances are in the Premier League, Europa League, FA Cup, and the EFL Cup. But overall, my goodness, a wonder kid to watch. Mason Greenwood can have a bright, bright, bright future ahead of him. He has the potential to be a world-class player, for sure. Definitely. If he can stay on a straight road, if Solskjaer can keep him level-headed and not distracted, and just continue to keep his development steady and not let him fall into the media trap and the fans trap, where if he stops scoring goals or just stops having those assists and just putting in the high bar he set himself, then fans will just turn on him, or media will turn on him, or put articles that will put him in a negative light, and that will, of course, destroy his confidence. But if he can keep that momentum and just try to keep a strong mentality all about it. He's only 18. He's still a kid, but overall, just incredible from him, what he's been doing at Manchester United. I think he has a strong future ahead of him, and he's definitely a wonder kid to watch.